Hey, everybody. Okay, I think I'm live now. Hey, y'all. Hey, love. I'm so excited to be here with y'all finally. Oh my gosh. We have been struggling with sickness in this house for ever since my son went back to school. So, 2 months now. It's been crazy. I'm sure a lot of you have been in the same boat. So, it's just nonstop. And then now our 5-month-old is sick and we're trying to get her through what she has going on. So it's just been a hot mess over here. And today was a long day. We went to the pumpkin patch, which was fun, but I am tired now. But I'm so excited to be here with y'all. Comment when you get here and let me know if you can hear me okay, because I haven't gone live from my computer in a very long time, and I also don't know if it's going to show me comments. So I'm actually going to pull this up on my phone and watch it on here to watch for comments just in case. But if you hop on, make sure you comment just so I can. Okay, perfect. I can see comments. Hey, Angela, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So if you're on the replay right now, just fast forward, because I'm going to give everybody a minute or so to hop on. Hello, hello. Thank y'all for hopping on here late with me tonight. I'm sorry that it took so long for me to get on here, but this is life. And the beauty of our business is we get to work it around our life. If we're sick, if our kids are sick, if we have something important to do, if we want to spend family time, we get to work our job around that, which is my favorite part of my job. So we're just going to talk some sponsoring things tonight. Rachel already did a great job at talking to you about conversations and things like that, and then Andy did a great job talking about social media and things like that. Hey Cassidy, hey Angie, hey Julie, hey Yvonne. They both did a great job already talking about sponsoring, but I did ask what other questions y'all had that you wanted me to answer or help you with. So I'm going to answer those tonight. We'll talk a little bit about party flipping. And do any of you have any more questions? And if you have questions as we go, you can comment and let me know. But I mainly want to answer the questions that y'all had. A lot of them were very similar, and my answer will probably surprise you with a lot of them. But I've been doing this for a long time. It's been 9 years now, and I've been recruiting since 3 months in. So basically for 9 years, I've been recruiting. And typically I recruit on average 3 a month. So it'll be 2 1 month, and then 1 month it may be 5. Last month I recruited 5. This month I've recruited 1, and I'm working on a second one. So, but I've been doing this for a long time, and there's so many things I've learned over the years that I wish I would have known earlier, and that's what I hope that I can do for y'all, is to help you learn these things early on so that you don't have to go through the things I went through. The being hard on myself as a leader, the feeling like was supposed to help other people more than I'm able to, feeling like, I don't understand why people don't work, feeling like just because I'm a hard worker, feeling like as the leader it's my fault that this person is doing this or not doing this. I want to help y'all not feel that way. And I know that I'm sure Katie will talk about some of that too when she does leadership, but some of that may flow into this whole sponsoring training. So I'm just going to let whatever comes out, come out, and whatever happens, happens. Wherever this goes, that's where it goes. So Um, the first thing that I want to talk about is party flipping, and I also want to talk about too. Let me write this down so I don't forget. I also want to talk about using Cincy Club as a sponsoring tool. Okay, we're not starting with party flipping. We're going to start with networking and expanding your circle, because that's where everything starts in your business. And we all know that we're in the business of networking, and that means finding new customers, but that's how you're also going to find new team members. So if you're not growing your business by partying, that is where you have to start, and that's how you're going to recruit, is by networking. So it starts with the gaining new customers, but every single new customer is a potential new team member. And what a lot of people also don't realize is you may have a join conversation with somebody, but they're likely going to say no. And then you're going to have another conversation with somebody, and they're likely going to say no. And then you're going to have a conversation with another person, and they're likely going to say no. And then a fourth person, and a fifth person, and a sixth person, and a seventh person, and an eighth person, and a ninth person, and however many are going to say no. And that is normal. That is normal. That is how it's supposed to be. So if you are not networking correctly, then how are you going to find people to join? And it starts with a relationship first. So building a relationship with the new customer, getting to know them, getting on social media, engaging with what they're sharing on social media, putting out valuable content for them to consume, to where they feel like they know you, they're building a relationship with you indirectly and directly. That is when people will start wanting to join you. When they see your lifestyle, when they see your journey, when they see you sharing that personal stuff, that is the good stuff. Your story. That is when those people are going to want to start to join you. But you have to find the people first. And again, 1 out of 10 people may join you. And they're not instantly going to join you. It may take a lot of time. So that is why it's so important to network. Because if you're not consistently bringing in new customers every single week, then you're running out of people to talk to about joining. And then you're going to start to be that person that's just like repeating yourself nonstop. Like, hey, have you thought about joining? Hey, have you thought about joining? And you run out of people to talk to. And then you just become annoying at that point. So you want to have fresh, new, excited customers who are going to see your journey, who are eventually going to want to join you, and have plenty of conversations. And I have always told my team 30 join conversations a month. And if you're not partying enough, it's going to be very difficult to have those sponsoring conversations. Because if you are not bringing in 5 to 10 new customers from 6 to 8 parties a month, then how are you ever going to talk to 30 new people about joining? And parties can be whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be a home party. It doesn't have to be an online party. It doesn't have to be a bag party. It can be fundraisers. It can be taking a bag party to a doctor's office. I don't care what it is, as long as you're meeting new people. It can be meeting new people on your kid's baseball team. The moms, that my son plays baseball, so that's one way that I meet a lot of people. Whatever it is, but networking. So that is where your conversations are going to start. Also, we've already trained on Cincy Club. Maggie is amazing at Cincy Club. Cincy Club is a huge recruiting tool. And those of you who came in around 2020 and beyond, just know how lucky we are to have Cincy Club, because we didn't have Cincy Club before that. And it was, we also didn't have the party flipping and the host exclusive kit and all these things that we have now to recruit. And I was still recruiting 2 to 8 a month for years. um, solely through parties. I was partying my booty off. So now, though, we have Cincy Club. And I have about, I think, 78 Cincy Club customers right now. And I always try my hardest to recruit those people because they are spending so much money with you and they're so loyal and they love Cincy so much that they are spending consistent money with you. Those are people who need to be consultants. They need to be getting paid for those Cincy Club accounts. It's crazy for them not to. Some of them, they will continue to say no, and that's totally fine. This business is not for everyone. But you want to go for the no. You want to go for the no. As many no's as you can get until you hear that yes. So just know that when you're hearing all these no's, it is so okay. It is so normal. All of us superstar directors here have heard no more times than we could ever start to tell you. I mean, it is a business of rejection. Like, we get rejected a lot, and that's just part of it. And it's one of those things you have to grow a thick skin. You get used to it over time, and you cannot tie your emotions to it. Never take it personal. They're not saying no to you. Good night, buddy. Love you. Okay. Lay down. Have sweet dreams. Have monster truck dreams if that's what you want to have. Okay. So, networking, expanding your circle. Do y'all have any questions around networking and expanding your circle to be able to sponsor, or do you have any questions around? Okay. Or do you have any questions around Cincy Club, like converting Cincy Club customers to new team members? Party flipping. So this is a huge one. Andy touched on this a little bit. Party flipping. I just flipped a party for one of my hosts who hosted with me last week. She did a $500 party. I told this girl, okay, she has been a customer and a good host of mine forever, and Cincy Club customer, and I've talked to this girl about joining, I cannot tell you how many times, and she has considered it and thought about it, and she's just been on my dream team list, which, by the way, I follow up every single month with the people on my dream team list. So if you talk to somebody about joining and they even are slightly considering it, put them on your dream team list. Also, anyone who is a great host, who is a Cincy Club member, who is outgoing, who would make a great Cincy consultant for whatever reason, or they're just straight up obsessed with the product, write them down on your dream team list. Those are people you need to have your eyes on. Follow up with them every single month. I follow up at the beginning of the month because we always have a new join special or something fun going on, and that's when I'll check in with them and say, hey, like, when I'm excited about it, get them excited about it. Hey, there's this special, yada, yada, yada. If they tell you that they're not ready until payday, then you say, okay, when is payday? I'm checking in with you, and you write it down and you follow up with them. So once a month, I've always done that ever since my first day as a consultant. Follow-up is so important, and that goes not just for customers, that goes for people that are going to join. Following up with them, reminding them of why they wanted to do this, because they're scared, they're nervous, they're iffy about it, they are indecisive about it. You have to remind them, hey, you told me that you've been struggling financially, you told me that you wish you could do the things that I'm able to do for my family with your family. You told me that you wish that you could be at home with your baby when this baby is born. Remind them of those things. So, converting club members. Angela said how to convert club members. So, one thing I love to do, and I can't remember if Maggie mentioned this, and she may have. I don't remember. It's been a few weeks, but it feels like a few months ago when she spoke. But how I like to sponsor Cincy Club members. So I love to pull their last 6 months of Cincy Club subscriptions and make them realize how much money they're spending with me. Some of these people are spending $1,000 over, or more over 6 months time, and they don't even realize that. And when you can tell them that, they're very likely to join. A lot of them are very likely to join when you have that conversation and you put that number in front of them and give them that perspective, like, hey, listen, I was going through your order history and I saw that you have spent $800 with me in Cincy Club orders alone, and they've probably placed other orders with you. That would have equaled X amount of commission. So tell them the amount of commission they could have made back, plus X amount of free and half off product. Why are you not a consultant? Why don't you do this to get paid on your purchases, to get paid on your Cincy Club, and share it with your friends and family and get paid even more? Keep it simple like that. My sponsoring conversations are very straightforward. They're very honest. They're very about them. Always make it about them. It's not about me. It's not about join my team. It's not about join. Please don't do that. It is all about them. How can you benefit them? It's the same with selling. How can you solve a problem that they have? How can you help benefit them? Your opportunity that you have, how can it help them? And if you're seeing people spend hundreds of dollars when they could get paid back on it, you wouldn't be doing your job if you didn't tell them that. So, same way with party flipping. Okay, so I just flipped this host. Like I said, I've been talking to her for years about joining. And finally, she hosted this $500 party. And I was like, listen, you have been thinking about doing this for a very long time. This is absolutely the time. If you're going to do it, this is the time to try it out. And here's why. And I told her, we have a join special this month with this Christmas tree warmer that I know you want, first of all. She did the $99 kit, by the way. She didn't even do the host exclusive kit. We have this join special. You've already had a $500 party. So that is already $100 in commission that you've earned. You already have those customers. You have $75 in credits that you could apply toward a starter kit and start your business for free. Or you can get free product with that, plus you have half offs. So not only are you going to get all of your host rewards, you're going to get all of your customers, you're also going to get a $100 paycheck. So she joined with the $99 starter kit because she wanted the big kit, and because she made that $100, she's going to make that right back. So you have to really show them a picture of the starter kit with a list of contents. Show them what it looks like in their host rewards cart and what all they can get. Give them a visual. Explain to them, you would be nuts if you didn't give this a try right now. You are the professional as the consultant. You are the one that knows what you're talking about. You are the leader. I don't care if you have one team member. You are the leader, and you have to be confident in that when you're presenting this to people. So, party flipping, you can flip your parties for anybody, but also with any party that you close, you can gift a host exclusive starter kit. So for me personally, I like to, all you need is a penny left over of host credit to be able to do a host exclusive starter kit. So I like to offer that $59 starter kit versus a free starter kit, with the exception of certain situations. Like, for example, about a week ago, I had a customer come to me. She's a very good customer of mine. She does spend some money. And she gave me an order, and we were about to place her order, and she literally said, hold off on that order, please. I just got laid off. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. And she said, my husband just got laid off not too long ago. Like, it's just been a mess. And I'm like, okay. I said, well, please let me know if you would like, hold on, I'll tell you the exact thing I told her, because I don't remember the exact conversation. I said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Please let me know if I can help with an extra stream of income. I'll have a completely free business kit available very soon if you need a side income. I'd love to bless y'all with it if so, and I'll be praying for y'all. So that is one of those specific situations that I just want to do. I just want to help the way that I can help, and that's the way I can help. So if I'm placing a local order, or even if you have a host that's hosting, and they don't want the kit, but one of their party guests do, or somebody else does, all you need is a penny left of host credit, and you can apply that, and they can get that $59 starter kit with that, because the $59 starter kit is only available as a host exclusive kit, and there's tons of training on this in the training center. If you look up party flipping or host exclusive starter kit, this is something that's a huge deal that we did not always have, and it's such a blessing to have because not everybody can swing that $99 starter kit. But it's still, as Andy said, it still gives them some skin in the game because they still spent that $59 and invested in themselves in that way instead of just joining for free. So that's a little tidbit on that. Okay, so to answer y'all's questions that you asked, and if y'all have any more, just let me know. But to answer the questions that y'all asked the other day, how do you keep your team members excited? And I think there was another one that was very similar to that. Yeah, so a couple of questions that were very similar. How do you keep the motivation flowing, and how do you keep them excited? So the first thing I want to say, the culture, the community, the vibe, the whatever you want to call it, of your team starts with you. The excitement of your team starts with you. The like I said, just the overall vibe starts with you as the leader. I don't care if you have one team member or if you have 1,500 team members. It starts with you. But you don't control anyone on your team. You, as the leader, the only thing you can do, you can inspire them, you cannot motivate people. And it's something that is so tricky, but you cannot motivate people. You cannot make people, you cannot force people, you cannot want something for someone enough to where they'll do it. They have to want it for themselves. They have to have the motivation from within them to show up and do the things, because every single one of us here, we have days where we don't want to do anything. We don't want to work our business. We don't want to have that conversation. We don't want to do this thing that's uncomfortable. We don't want to make these samples. We don't want to do this. We don't want to do that. Even though we know in our heart, like, why we're here, this huge opportunity we have that we can give to people, this huge blessing that we can give to people, but we still don't want to do it. But why do we do it? We pull something out of us to force us to do it, because it's not worth sitting there and not moving when we have these big dreams. And some people just don't have that. And it may not be the right time for some people, and they may have it later. But that's not up to you as the sponsor or the leader to feel like it's your responsibility to motivate someone or make someone do anything or keep them excited. If you're excited about your business and you're doing the things as a leader that you're supposed to do, that is the best way that you can possibly lead. By example. And it's the easiest way to lead. Show the way, do the things that you expect them to do, and then the rest is up to them. Give them the tools, and some people will take those tools and they will run with them and they will kill it. I have some newer team members right now that are doing that right now. I have some other team members who I gave the exact same onboarding information. I gave the exact same tools. They're in the exact same leadership or the exact same team page. MIA. That's normal. It's okay. It's not up to you to stress over that. Because if you do, I promise you, you will be miserable as a leader. So I want all of you to dedicate yourself to saying that you are going to focus hard on the ones who want to build a business. And when you sponsor, I want you to be okay with sponsoring people who are not going to work, with sponsoring people who just want this for the discounts, because we need those people. I have almost 200 frontline, just personally sponsored people or people who have rolled up to me. And I usually have 50-ish active. So that kind of tells you, you're going to have a very small percentage of people who are going to build your business for you, who are going to be leaders, who are going to take this very seriously. Most of them are going to be hobbyists. A lot of them are not going to be active every month. You're going to have way more people that are not active every month than people who are producing. So focus hard on the people who are producing and be okay with the ones who are not. It's okay. Keep recruiting. That is why we recruit every single month. That's why we recruit 2 a month every single month. That's why that's our rule. So that keeps your business growing steadily. So how do you keep them excited? You don't. How do you keep them motivated? You don't. You stay excited about your business. You stay excited about leading. You stay excited about loving your team where they're at and meeting them where they're at. And you stay motivated so that you can show up for your customers, for your team, and love on them and show them the way, show them how you're working, show them what you're doing, share your story with them, inspire them to keep going. How do you support without overloading information to start? So I have in my notes section, I use my notes section for like everything. And Google Drive. So in Google Drive, I have an email that I send to my new consultants. And then in my notes section, which I need to make this into a boards thing, but I haven't played with boards yet. A lot of people use boards and it's so good. I do have some onboarding boards that I got from a couple of other leaders, so I can share those here if y'all want me to share that. But to start, I used to be one of those people that just told them all the things all at once. So first of all, I have a video series on my YouTube channel for new consultants, and I tell them to watch these videos, but I tell them to watch them listen to it while you're in the shower, listen to it while you're driving, take 10 minutes at night after the kids are in bed and watch this or listen to it and take notes. That way they're not feeling like they're supposed to go watch all 10 of those videos all at once, or that they're supposed to have all this extra time to do this. Like, I try to give them those ideas of here's where you can fit this in, but this training is very, very important. And that's another one of those things. Not all of them will watch it. That's totally fine. But the ones who do are going to be successful. And that kind of tells you from the get-go who is going to do well and who's not. Who takes your advice and your tools and who does not. But I really like to start out kind of slow. Like, I give them our team page. I tell them to join our team page. I welcome them. I make them a post that's public where their friends can see it. I tag them in it. It congratulates them on their new business. It lets everybody know, like, hey, your girl is a new consultant. If you want to support her, ask her how you can get your hands on the best smell goods around. Like, that kind of thing. Yes, I'll link my training video series as well. Let me write that down because I will forget every single thing I'm telling y'all right now. So I'm supposed to link my video series, boards. But I start out slow, so I don't tell them all the things at one time. I have these saved in my notes section to where, like, when they join, we talk about their why. We talk about why they're doing this. I tell them, hey, I really want to know what you want out of this business because I need to know how to best support you as your sponsor. For example, if somebody literally is just joining because they want to buy from themselves, I'm not going to go to town setting goals with them to earn shooting star and promote to certified and here's this video and here's this video and here's this video. I'm not going to do that. And now for somebody who wants to hit the ground running, I'm going to give them all the things. I'm going to tell them, here's what you need to do. I'm going to make a plan with them. And that's that. But I'm not going to tell them, okay, here's your first goal to hit shooting star. Then here's how you hit certified. Then here's how you hit sensational start. Here's what you get for earning sensational start. We don't want to do that. So I take it step by step. When they join, we talk about their why. We set a goal for them based off of what they tell me. I tell them about shooting star. I tell them the benefits of it and what they can earn when they earn shooting star. And then I tell them, hey, here's what we need to do to get your launch party started. That's the most important thing. Focus on booking parties at your launch party. That is what they know as a new consultant. That's all they need to know. Once they earn shooting star, once it's their 15th day, then I go into my notes section. I have another little script that I'm going to send them about, hey, you earned shooting star. That's amazing. How many parties did you book at your launch party? What questions do you have for me? Here's your next goal. Here's how you hit certified. Certified ties in with sensational start a little bit, so we kind of just go over both. Once they hit certified, I have another script that I have saved. Hey, you hit certified. I'm so excited for you. Have you been having any conversations with people about joining? Do you have people interested? Are you interested in building a team? Where are you at with that? If they're not interested in building a team, that tells me, okay, don't send them leadership stuff. If they are interested in building a team, I'm going to send them my leadership basics playlist on YouTube. So, it's just taking it one step at a time so that they don't get super overwhelmed and just shut down from the get-go. And then I was also asked, how do you approach someone that already sells something else? So I don't know if this was directed as in, like, how do I go to someone who sells something else to try to get them to join Scentsy? Or if it was worded as, like, or if it was meant as, like, if somebody comes to me wanting to join but they already sell something else. I don't recruit people who sell something else. Like, I don't go to them to recruit them. I think that's tacky. I don't do that. And if somebody comes to me wanting to join Scentsy and they already sell something else, we have a conversation about, okay, here's what I recommend. Again, you're the professional. You're the one that knows what you're talking about, okay? Here's what I recommend. I will post those too. First 70 days scripts. So, listen, y'all, when I post all this stuff, please don't try to take all of it. Take what you can use, make it your own. Keep it simple, okay? Simple for me right now is my notes section in my iPhone because it's all there. It's all on my MacBook. It's all on my Mac, on my desktop Mac. It all links. I'm on the go a lot, or I'm nursing my baby wherever I may be in the house, or I'm sitting here sometimes, but not that often. So I need everything on my phone, and it's very accessible in my notes section and my Google Drive. That's in both places too. Like that's easy for me right now. So that's what I do. Okay. So anyway, somebody that sells something else, I don't go up to them recruiting them. But if they come to me, we have a conversation about, okay, here is what I recommend. You can sell for more than one company, but you're not going to be able to cross promote. And I would recommend, if you really want to do this and make something out of it, you need to pick one, because you can't give 100% to 2 businesses or 3 businesses or 4 businesses or 5 businesses. So I want them to know, like, if you love fragrance and you love the culture of this company and you love, everything about it, or if you love the other company more, I want you to pick one and go all in with it. And that's what I tell them. Again, if they want to listen to that and take my advice, then they will. If they don't, that's fine. That's not up to me to worry about. So, okay, so what you meant was, like, what if they're a great customer, always a host, and you feel like the business would benefit them, but they sell something else? Do you plug it in or just completely leave it out? I personally don't plug it in. I don't. I know that they're watching me. I'm very consistent with social media. I also build relationships with my customers. I know that they're watching me, and I know that if they decide they want to join Cincy, they will talk to me about it. They will ask me. You don't have to. You don't have to do what I do, but that's just what I do. That's just what I do. I think that was all the questions. How do you wiggle Cincy into your conversations naturally? So when I'm like getting to know somebody, it's pretty easy when you're like getting to know somebody because you can talk to them about what they do for a living, and that's like the easiest thing you can bring up is what do you do for a living? And when they tell you, they're going to ask you, and then you're going to tell them what you do. So, and then you can kind of tell them like why you love your job so much. That is a very easy way. Always have yourself branded. Always have a Cincy shirt on. Always have a Cincy pen or a cup or a hat or a bag or a decal on your car. Everywhere I go, people know I'm a Cincy lady. They're gonna know because I'm gonna have something on me or something on my car, or my kid's gonna have a buddy clip on his bag or his backpack, or he's gonna be like, "Hey, my mom sells Cincy," because that's all he knows since he was born. But wiggling it in like that is a huge one. But it's so easy to wiggle in with almost any conversation you're having with a customer. Like if they already love Cincy. Hey, have you ever thought about what I do with Cincy? Hey, have you ever thought about earning commission back on your purchases because you're spending all this money? Hey, I mean, that's basically like, that's the extent. I keep my conversations very simple. Hey, have you ever thought about doing what I do? And then if somebody comes to me about joining, I always just say, what questions can I answer for you? And that keeps you from word vomiting all over them. Because all of us have been there where we word vomit, we get all excited, we want to overload them with, Cincy has done this for me and this for me and this for me, and here's what it can do for you, and it can do this, and you can go on trips, and you can earn the money, and you can do this and this and this. And they're like, I'm exhausted already. I don't want a part of this. Because we're excited. And I used to be the same way. And when I started just sitting back and listening instead of doing all the talking, that truly changed my business in all aspects, in leadership, in sponsoring, in everything, in serving my customers, everything. So when somebody comes to me wanting to join, I'm going to say, okay, awesome. I'm so excited that you want to join. What questions do you have for me? Then you let them ask what they want to know, and then you tell them the answers, and they don't feel overwhelmed. It's magical. It's magical. So do y'all have any other questions? I hope y'all got some nuggets out of this tonight. I'm sure it was longer than it was supposed to be because I cannot talk for 20 minutes. It can't happen. If you know me, you know. If you know, you know. If y'all don't have any more questions, I'm going to go get some sleep because my 5-month-old will probably be up before long. And tonight is her first night in a sleep sack. So I'm like, I'm a bit nervous. We'll see how it goes. But I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all learned a lot. Homework. I'm supposed to give y'all homework. Bless it. Let me think. I want, what's today? By Sunday, I want you to meet 2 new people that could potentially turn into a customer or a team member. I don't care how you do it, where you do it. Meet 2 new people and have 3 New sponsoring conversations. Y'all can do that. Y'all got it. All right. I love y'all. Good night. Hope everybody sleeps well. And I will see y'all. I'll post this homework too, like on a post, so that y'all don't have to fish back for it if you didn't write it down. But I will make that post, and then you can like share on that post if you want to. But y'all have a great night. I appreciate y'all.